What up, y'all? It's your boy DewanCollex here, and we're back, baby. This is going to be a spoiler discussion video. Just watched Godzilla Kong the New Empire, second time, this time in 3D. And so, before we dig in, Atomic Blast that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. You've been warned. This is just for those that have watched the movie. So if you don't want any spoilers, please go check out some more videos on my channel. Alright, much love to y'all. Hope y'all doing well. Hopefully y'all seen this movie by now. How many times? Are you going to see it some more? I appreciate y'all being here. Yeah. Second time, definitely better. Man, it's hard to like unpack it, like thinking about like everything that, you know, happened in the movie. You know, maybe y'all can help me in the comments with some things, but it's another Kong-centric movie. I feel like Godzilla's presence is in it more. I'll start with like pretty much the gripes, and then we'll finish up with what's good. I don't think this is going to be very lengthy. It is a very fun, enjoyable movie. You definitely see the nods to Showa. I definitely love the suplex move by Godzilla. I said we're going to start with the bad things, but hey, I'm just going to be natural. The suplex in Egypt, you know, off the pyramid, that was very dope. Straight up nod to the wrestling, but our guys in the suits in the 60s, 70s, prominently, whenever you would just see that good old tokusatsu action, you know, some wrestling fighting moves. I feel like when you get to see expressions on the monster's face, the communication, it feels a little bit silly, you know, with Godzilla, Mothra, and Kong. But I guess, you know, whenever you think about more, instead of, oh, it looks realistic and it's cool, then it's kind of like, oh, hey, like, it is like a very good, nice, like, homage to, you know, back in like the Anguirus days, were like, hey, okay, you know. Not like that, you know, off the wall silly, but, you know, seeing their facial expressions when Mothra breaks up the fight from the boys. You know, Godzilla about to own Kong again after Kong got some drills in. I was like, I don't know how I felt about that, but I was like, I guess, you know, a little payback from getting owned in the last movie. But I've really warmed up to Kong a lot. The movie reminds me of Biollante in the aspect that it's such a great movie until you get to the end, and then it just completely just like, hey, let's just rush it, and I have no idea what happened with the writing out the window or whatever. I feel like it's cheesy and a little corny, the way it's just like, oh, it's all happy-go-lucky at the end. It's just like tying like a bow on it, like, you know, seeing Gia just come in, and then everyone's like, oh, hey, and it was just like, I don't know about that reaction. You know, I don't really want to, you know, be that kind of critical guy, but I'm just letting you know, just keeping it real. I know I'm not the only one to feel that way, but I feel like the pace of the movie is like really good. The characters, they're likable. They brought back the right cast. I feel like it was funny. Bernie, I really like Trapper. I mean, Kaylee is obviously lovable. Gia, and then Rebecca Hall, Dr. Eileen Andrews. I don't like her and I don't dislike her. I just feel like she's a neutral character, but I really like Bernie and Trapper. Very funny. Don't really get the I can kiss you in the mouth. I feel like that was forced. It was a bit weird in my opinion. I mean, I've heard that kind of line before, like way in the past, when that was like more like in the world where it was, oh, not so much, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say anything to offend anybody, but I just felt like the comedy of the movie is very natural and it's very good for the most part. Just that one line was just kind of like It's kind of remind me of King of the Monsters, how there was a lot of like kind of poor choice of jokes and feeling real forced and stuff. But other than that, like it's funny. Like I laughed a lot. Suko is very cute and comedic. I feel like Shimo, she's such a sweetie. You can tell she's really like peaceful. They didn't really want to do anything to hurt anybody. He felt bad, you know, seeing Scar King controlling her like that. I actually kind of liked him. Like I liked his like psycho evil swagger. You know, his intro's pretty cool. He's really not that intimidating though. He's pretty much a pushover when you look at it. I mean, he's got them acrobatic moves, got the whip, but he just heavily relied on that crystal that was controlling Shimo. There's obviously maybe some scaling issue at the end with how big she looks like with Kong. But that's just nitpicking. I don't really care about that. But it's kind of weird. She's treated like an animal. Like, where's her, like, intelligence at? You know, Kong rubs her under her chin like she's a dog. Rides her like a horse. It's just kind of weird dynamic. I think she's really cool. I've always loved ice monsters, and she's reptilian. Definitely looks better than what we were seeing preview with the toys. Same with Scar King. But I feel like the MonsterVerse has been known for those fatality finishers, and I like the collaboration of the Scar King getting chunked to Godzilla, and Godzilla whips him with that tail, then Kong grabs, holds up, and then Shimo freezes. It's weird, like Shimo didn't even have like any vengeance in her, and Godzilla was kind of like, hey, you know, like he is the true alpha king of the monsters, because she was like, all right, you right, and blasted him, and then Kong just beats. Like, there should have been more of an iconic like view of like him getting pummeled into pieces after he got frozen. You know, once again, Kong's the one that does the finishing, but at least there was more of a collaboration with Godzilla. It is funny going back to sleep in the Coliseum. The way they just ended it, I just felt like it was just too rushed. The fight scene is a lot better this second time around in Rio de Janeiro. It's just maybe the monster's expression on the face threw me off a little bit. I guess just because we haven't really seen that. We saw that a lot in the last one with Kong, seeing the human personality we can tie in with, but seeing it in the multiple monsters, I mean, it is cool, like when you actually sit back and look at it. Just not used to seeing it in the MonsterVerse. I was like, I think we need a director change. Much love to Adam Wingard. I respect and like what he's doing. I did feel a little bit more comfortable when I saw an interview saying that he would do it different if he does get to come back. I really feel like we need to swing it back. He did also nod that he feels like the movies are essentially channeling the different eras of the Godzilla franchise. You know, he said we're in Showa. I think we eventually go to Millennium, where it's like serious, and that it would go back to that 2014 type of feel. I really want more of a Godzilla-centric movie. I want more personality. I don't know how much Toho's like holding the reins on, like, no, with Godzilla, but it is funny. He is grumpy. I love the scene where the helicopter's flying close, like, like, back off, get out of here. But like, as strong as Godzilla is, and he's my favorite, obviously, I feel like, why do we introduce these cool creatures just to get one piece? Like, I don't know. I just feel like there should be like more screen time. Like Tiamat, she's like a nod to Manda is what I think. Manda, however you want to pronounce it. But like, she just gets obliterated. I'm just like, man, like, that ain't cool. And I'm like, and then they just kind of cut to the scene of seeing the dead body, just like that cool serpent monster, which I haven't seen a name for it yet, with Kong in the water and the Hollow Earth. Very beautiful visuals, obviously. Hollow Earth is stunning. They really did it right with just focusing on the monsters. I feel like we should have more of a story, though. Maybe we can get that in the next MonsterVerse. I'm very happy. I know I'm just kind of throwing rapid fire thoughts at here, but I am happy that the movie's exceeding expectations at the box office. So it's cool. Been hearing kids in the theater. So it's like the new generation getting a love for Godzilla and Kong. Man, I think we're starting to wrap it up with all the thoughts and stuff for the movie. There would have been cool to have explanation. Why is Skila, however you pronounce it, why did she come out of hibernation? You know, in the end of King of the Monster, she bows down to Godzilla, but there's like no explanation on why she's up attacking, and then Godzilla just obliterates her. Godzilla was just on a mission. He was just murking everybody. He didn't even let Kong have an explanation. He was just like trying to kill him. I'm just like, all right, G, you're gonna have to chill on that. Thankfully, Mothra broke that up. But yeah, I would like to get more of a Godzilla movie, and I want the monsters, like, it's almost like Marvel, like, you know, where the end fight scene is just like so quick, and it's like, come on, man. Like, you know, they disrespected Mechagodzilla in last movie, like him just get finished real quick. I don't know how exactly you can draw out the battles where they're very like profound and they're realistic, but they're not like so, oh, 1 2 3 done. It feels like I don't know, like it's just like the old school movies, you know. It was more drawn out, multiple battles through the movie. It is a great monster movie. I do really like it. I think I love it. Now I'll see it one more time with my kiddos, the 3 big ones that can actually function in the movie theater without causing issues. Yeah, it's definitely fun. It's very good, entertaining movie. Definitely Hollywood blockbuster. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely go see it, man. Like, this is just my opinion. At the end of the day, I really like it. I enjoyed it. I went on a lot of ranting of gripes and stuff about it, but really, I feel better about this second time than the first time. First time's always tough for me. I wasn't so, like, expectations high, but obviously you don't know what you get. I didn't have the same emotional. Mothra's entrance, that is still beautiful. It still really gripped me, and I haven't even been like a big Mothra fan until like King of the Monsters, but they really did a good intro on her, and you could feel it, but I wasn't like, you know, like I was the first time, you know, that special, you know, first time feeling. But I don't know. Maybe Wingard, you'll get that trilogy, but please really do something different, man. Like, I'm sure Kong will be part of it, but like, come on, like Toho, like something. We gotta get more Godzilla. Like, he has personality. I love it. He's a force of nature. I get it. He's a protector of Earth, but I want another King of the Monsters, man. Like, okay, this next movie, like, let's tap into the Toho, man. Like, let's pay up. I mean, I know it's not my money, but I mean, it's very impressive. It's the cheapest MonsterVerse budget. Let's go ahead, man. Introduce Gigan. Maybe Space Godzilla. I don't know. Get some space collaboration. That's the next thing in the franchise, the MonsterVerse version of it. Some aliens. I mean, you kind of already have that kind of theme with the Iwi, the Hollow Earth people, with their telepathic communication. But yeah, man, I think that's going to be about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Very fun, a great time to be alive, to be a Godzilla Kaiju fan. I have no idea how many years we gotta wait. I'm cool. There's tons of action figures and statues and all kinds of collectibles that are just gonna keep coming out, and I'll be having that on the channel. maybe a few years from now. I mean, this didn't take too long, 3 years since GVK, so maybe we'll get greenlit on the next movie, you know, pretty shortly and get to work. Please, different scorer. Bring back Bear. Bring someone that's really talented. I want the iconic Godzilla theme. Sorry, as big a fan as I am, I don't know what it's called, but you know what it is. Dun, 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 dun. And then get that hip-hop element. Dun, 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 dun. But, yeah, man. I love hearing that. And it'd just be cool to have more of that kind of scoring. Man, -1. Not comparing the movie, obviously. But that had a heck of a score. It was haunting and just superb. But yeah, I don't know. Y'all continue convo with me in the comments. Much love to y'all once again. I have free movie posters if you don't have a Cinemark or they were out by the time you got it. So just hit me up, DewanCollex on Instagram. And much love, y'all. We'll come back with some more fun goodies circling around the movie before we start branching off. Got some cool Mondo figures for y'all. So yeah. So till next time, y'all be well, and thank you very much.